how to use a Bissell Little Green machine. This is a carpet cleaner, fabric cleaner, extractor for small spots and stains. I've already filled this guy up. Now I tend to just put water in here. I don't put soap inside, and I'll explain why in a moment. You just put the hottest water your tap can provide in that, and then put it in the machine. It's leaking a little bit. I always have a little bit of splashiness, so expect that. And this is the side that slurps the water up. Once it gets to this level, or if it stops cleaning by itself, you'll need to empty this guy. I've got it plugged in the wall over there. And I'm going to explain a little bit about how this works. Here's the working end. This trigger causes the water to spray out here, and it slurps up through this little slot, and you can see the water and gunk moving inside this clear part. And then you use the scrubbing brush to do any kind of scrubbing. Alright, now this part will wear down. I think this might be a replaceable part, and you could use a separate brush if you like. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, but I'm just using this brush, and it's been fine. I've been using this guy for maybe a year for occasional spots, you know, like a little dog pee, or in this case I am cleaning up this baby stroller, which cleaned up very nicely actually, but there's a little bit more stain there. I'm going to see if I can get off. Okay, so when you turn it on, it's a little bit loud, so I'm going to explain what happens and then I'll do it. Here's how it sounds. And that's simple, just on-off switch. So when it's turned on, it's going to be slurping, and the pump that will provide pressure for the sprayer will operate. In this case, I'm actually using this all-purpose cleaner because it's just what I grabbed. This is bleach-free. I think it's important to use a bleach-free. You could probably also get a spray bottle and dilute some proper cleaner, some carpet cleaner. Bissell makes various concentrated cleaners for these little machines. Okay, so let me explain why I don't like to put the soap in here. When you run it with the soap, you're spraying soap out of the nozzle, and that's all fine. You can get the soap into the fibers of your carpet or whatever you're trying to clean up. But you also want to rinse the soap out of the carpet, and so that makes every use of this machine, if you're adding soap there, part of a two-step process where you have to first use soap and then you have to come back and clean it with clean water. So I prefer to just use clean water there and then apply the soap where I think it's going to be helpful. That also allows me to put higher concentrated soap right on the spot that I want to clean. So in this case, see if I can get that little spot off. And you know what I'm noticing? There's some snacks there. I'm noticing there's some gunk back here too, and I hadn't cleaned this part. So give that a little spritz with soap. All right, and now I'm going to go and take the little scrub brush. You don't need to have it running for this. Work it into the fibers. Just being gentle. I'll do a little bit of that here. This back part's quite thin. All right. And now I'm going to use the extractor. I'm going to turn it on. Hopefully you can tell what happens here. Alright, so that's basically it. It got my little stain out. And that's my process for this little carpet extractor. Sometimes these are called steamers, but technically they don't make steam. They don't heat the water at all. Or some of them do gently, but really there's not enough heating capacity in these little guys to to heat the water. So it's important to put in hot water and use it quickly. This is my top tip, to not put soap in this side of the machine. Yeah, in fact, now that I've rinsed it off using the sprayer, this project is done, and all I need to do is empty this guy, and I'll just dump that water down the drain, and I'm not dumping soap. Maybe I'll show you that part too. Let's see. Let's go and plug this. We'll take a quick run to the bathroom where I'm going to dump it. Now, I recommend that you dump the dirty water in a toilet, actually, because it can have gunk in it. And if you have very sensitive plumbing, you might even want to put it in a what's it called, like a bucket or something, and let it settle, and then pour off the water instead of dumping it down the toilet. But I think this is going to be fine. I don't have a whole lot in there. There's the dirty water. It's always amazing how dirty the water is when I clean it. A bit of carpet. Okay, so dumping that in there. If it's real stinky, I'll rinse this out, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. Then I just flush it down. And this side, I wish they would make this thing stand up. Just going to dump out this clean water. Okay. And that's it. Often I'll leave this little top part up so this guy can dry out and doesn't trap really gross things. And this thing that's just had clean water I usually put back together. But you could probably dry that out fully too if you're going to store it a real long time. You wouldn't want mold to form in there. Last thing is getting it all tidied up. Run this around there, snap that guy in, and there's a little arm that holds it. Look at that, this little arm snaps over. Wrap up the cord. And we're all done. I hope you found this little how-to video helpful. Please, like and subscribe. Thank you.